Hello! Today I've got another piercing video for you, this time about how to change a helix piercing jewelry thing, yeah. Because a few people asked me to do so, and yeah, why not? Actually, I really at first wanted to wait until I got a new jewelry for my helix piercing, but then I went to search for jewelry and I realized that I actually just prefer this little ring here. It's just a ball closure ring. It's surgical steel with gold coating. I got it at alloverpiercings.com and the gold actually stays on there, it doesn't wear over anything, so that's really good. But yeah, basically it's just my favorite thing to wear in a piercing, so yeah, why would I change it? So yeah, basically I'm just going to show you how I change it, which again is just how I prefer to do it. So if you have another way of doing it, then just, it's your own piercing. So what the hell did I do on my shoulder? In any case, it's your own piercing, so you just change it however you prefer to change it, basically. Yeah, because it's your body, so whatever. But yeah, this is how I prefer to do it, how it's easiest for me. I gotta admit, this is only my second time changing it, because again, this is just what I prefer to wear in it, so why would I change it? But yeah. So yeah, two things important before you start know these things. Always make sure that your piercing is actually healed before you change it. So, like that the inner part is completely healed, and like if it doesn't hurt anymore, it's not necessarily already healed. Just give it enough time, because if you ruin the inner part by changing it too early, then it's just going to have to start all over with healing. Which isn't nice, because that just takes a whole lot of time. So yeah, basically just always wait until it's completely healed. Yep. Also, make sure to wear decent jewelry in it. Like things with nickel in it are usually not the best choice, because you can get allergic to that, which is not nice. Real silver can stain the skin, and that's also not a good thing. So yeah, basically just wear titanium, surgical steel, or like I do, surgical steel with real gold coating. Yeah. Do make sure to buy a decent brand that has stuff that doesn't wear off. So there's like really cheap brands that do have gold coating and it just wears off, and these were actually pretty cheap as well, but they're good quality because the gold actually stays on there, so it doesn't end up in the piercing, which is important. So yeah, basically that's all I had to say about the things you need to know beforehand. For changing the actual piercing, what you're gonna need is hand soap, hand sanitizer. I use this one, which doesn't need water because it's just handy. This one was like less than €1 or something at a Dutch budget store called Action. I've had it for like 2 years and it's still, little less than halfway full. So that's pretty good. Yeah, I'll use it almost every day because I also use it before applying makeup. And also you're going to need either sea salt solution or an antibacterial soap. Personally, I prefer to use antibacterial soap, but I know a lot of people prefer to use sea salt solution because it's more natural to the body, and so it doesn't really dry out your piercing. It usually is better, but I'm sort of lazy and I always use Tattoo and Piercing Aftercare Soap by Queen of Rings, because that's where I got my piercings done, so I got this with it. Yeah, simply because it's, it kills all bacteria, and with a healed piercing, I don't use this on healing piercings because then it does dry it out. But on healed piercings I don't really notice it drying it out, so yeah, I just use this because it's already in the bottle and it's just easy. And it makes the piercing jewelry slippery enough so it can just slip through the hole without damaging it, which is important. And also a Q-tip just to apply the piercing soap. So yeah, now I'll just insert a clip of me changing out the piercing jewelry while I talk about, how to change it. Okay, what I also start out with, of course, is washing my hands, because you want clean hands for this. Then I put some antibacterial soap onto the piercing just to make it slippery, so that the jewelry will just slide out without damaging anything, because it can get caught against skin if you have a little bit of dry skin or anything, and that's just uncomfortable. Then of course I also put, like now I'm changing the jewelry from one piece of jewelry to the same piece of jewelry, so I don't separately clean it because it's already covered in antibacterial soap at this point. But yeah, I just use antibacterial soap then on the new jewelry to clean that as well, and to also make that slippery, so that it'll also slide through easily. Yeah, and the most important thing with ball closure rings is have patience, because it's going to take some time to get the ball in. Sometimes you're lucky, sometimes you're not. Unlike with earlobes, you can't really twist and turn it to make it easier to put the ball in, because that'll hurt. and probably damage the piercing, which isn't good. So yeah, basically like I said, the first time, I don't think I actually said that before, but yeah, the first time I changed my helix piercing, it actually took me like 20 minutes to get the ball in. Yeah. So yeah, just the most important thing is patience. It will eventually work, probably, and if it doesn't, you can always just wear a lebre in it, or you know, a barbell, or a curved barbell, or circular barbell, whatever, just something that the balls just screw on, so it's easier. But yeah, I just prefer the look of a ball closure ring in my helix, so that's why I wear that. But yeah, anyways, and when it's finally in there and just completely finished, I just use some more antibacterial soap to just clean it around it, and then just usually I also rinse it off and I need to shower afterwards, and then carefully dry it, and then it's just done. Okay, so this is how I change a helix piercing, and it's normal that the ear is a bit red afterwards, just because you know you've been touching it and everything. So yeah, it'll just go away in a while. But yeah, so if you have any other piercing related questions or any other questions, whatever, yeah, just don't be afraid to ask. I'll just reply if I have an answer to it, and if I don't have an answer to it, I'll still reply, but I'll just tell you that I don't know the answer. I'm not a piercer, so like, you know, I don't know really specialistic things, like, you know, like if a certain piercing can be done with your anatomy, like, I don't know, because I'm really clumsy. Because I'm not a piercer, so yeah. Yeah, in any case, I hope this video was useful to you. I hope you enjoyed watching this. Thank you very much for watching in any case, and yeah, see you next time. Bye! Then the next two items are from New Look again, and this one is a, holding it upside down. This one is a play suit, and as you can see,